Let's talk about the Conjuration School of Magic. Hi, I'm Cameron and I'm a fantasy author. When we think about magic, we often associate it with evocation practices, using the elements to whirl around and do specific things. But the 8 classical schools have a lot to offer. Conjuration is normally one that comes as an afterthought. The act of creation or summoning is not one that's normally something that's readily usable by your character. That is, most examples we can think of carry with it time, effort, materials, space in order to summon these creatures. The most basic conjurations are familiars, creatures and beings that can assist you on your journey. But the scope of what you can actually summon in your world is limitless when it comes to your own imagination. After all, one of the classic tropes in most fantasy is the accidental summoning of a powerful deity, a being that your characters may just not have the talent to deal with yet. Or if you're going for a comedic effect, it can be a being that you may not have expected. Again, the scope of what you summon can be totally within the talent of your character or the magic rules of your world. Conjuration is your portal to alternative dimensions, or rather, disparate places within your world. To that end, conjuration is also the school of transportation. To move an object or being from one place to another, that is conjuration. Portals, bags of holding, anything that gets something from A to B is part of this school. And yes, that it can include the elements themselves. You can conjure a wall of stone just as you can a mage hand. The Accio spell from Harry Potter is akin to a conjuration of sorts. So what should you consider when you're making conjurations? Well, is there a cost? Can you only create something with physical stamina? Fullmetal Alchemist, while more of the transmutation category, does offer us a bit of a glimpse here. Equivalent exchange, meaning that you need a certain amount of power in order to create a certain object, makes sense when it comes to conjuration. Oftentimes it might mean that you might need a material sacrifice in order to make something. Or you might need a specific set of rules or places or ley lines to actually create the circle or portal that you're trying to make. But for simpler spells, these would be your familiars, your spiritual weapons. Those things don't need as much effort. They can be readily accessible by any of your characters. Preloaded summoning scrolls can be an excellent way to give your characters a leg up if they don't have any magical talents. But again, at the end of the day, what we need to remember is that conjuration is the school of movement, to get something where it needs to be. And the thing that you need to consider when you're making your conjuration spells or utilizing them is what it actually costs in order to move something from point A to point B. And if you understand that, you'll understand conjuration. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and stick around for more fantasy foundations.